Hello YouTube, Chester Boyer, and we're taking a look at the Versus Vehicle Gattai Series EX set from Minipla. And of course, this is from Lupinranger versus Patranger, as you can tell. And this is the final set of Minipla, the final Minipla release. So yeah. So starting from left to right, you see we got the Magic Dial Fighter, the Trigger Machine Splash, the Lupin Magnum, the Siren Striker, and the Victory Striker. So yeah, and of course, this is a Minipla release. The only way I have to get it is actually a 10-box set. So I did get this from Ami. So yeah. So this is gonna be expensive. Like it might cost around like $60. So yeah, it's a bit ridiculous. But again, this is the only way I have to get it. So just the 10-box set. So yeah, there's no 5-box or anything like that. Just the 10-box. So yeah, it's just like with the I think it was Minipla versus Vehicle Gattai Series 3, which is the Buso Gattai set, which was the, I think, for number top of my head, the Cyclone Dial Fighter, the Trigger Machine Biker, the Trigger Machine Crane, and Drill, and I think it's the Scissor and I think it's the Scissor and Blade Dial Fighters. I think it's the set. So yeah, and of course I may post a link to that video. So yeah, so let's start with the Magic Dial Fighter. Alright, so we're going to take a look at the Magic Dial Fighter and the accessories that they come with. So let's put these accessories off to the side. Let's take a look at the Magic Dial Fighter. And you can see it can be it's basically like an airship, a blimp, a dirigible, a zeppelin, you name it. So yeah. You can see it's mainly white with some orange accents on the side. We got some red on top. We got light blue sticker there. And of course here's the Kaito V emblem. So yeah, we've got some turbines here, which are in fact stickered, which you could tell. So yeah, and of course what we could do is for the attack mode, you flip up the front, extend the this bit right here, and you can see there's a question mark on there. So you can see this is kind of like a crystal ball, kind of. Which yeah, if this was clear plastic, that would make sense. For being called a crystal ball, but well, yeah, there's a question mark on there, so yeah. And of course, what you could do with that is you can use these accessories right here, which we have a right hand here and we have a left hand here. So basically, we're going to use the left hand one, and I'll go ahead and pick the right hand onto the crystal, onto this piece, so it doesn't get lost. And peg it on there. There you go. So that's the attack mode. That's pretty much it. Now let's bring in Lupin Kaiser. And let's start the combination with the Magic Dial Fighter. So go ahead and remove the red and yellow dial fighters. There we go. So go ahead and extend that, and take the back part off like that. And go ahead and take this on. Oh, just make sure just bend it at the right angle. All right. So I'm gonna take the turbines, but you might as well go and face them forward for now. And we'll go and peg this on first. So peg that on there. So fold these down, and fold down this panel right here to reveal the face. And there you have Lupin Kaiser Magic. Yeah, pretty neat. I do like the head sculpt. I mean, got this whole white, kind of a white dove look going on, which kind of makes sense. You know, magicians do use white doves for magic tricks. Which you kind of see they kind of resemble the wings if you look at it enough. Which is kind of, yeah, it's kind of a weird perspective. Well, but hey, makes sense though. But now, one little nitpick I have is that there's no red detailing on there, which the DX version is supposed to have, like kind of like a bow tie look going on. But I mean, you could easily like put a Sharpie in there if you wish. But yeah. Well, articulation, it's pretty much the same as Lupin Kaiser. Well, his basic form. The head rotates on a swivel, so does like that. This can swing all the way around. There's an elbow joint. Of course, there's a wrist swivel, and of course, this can extend out if you want, but be careful not to pull that off. But there you go. Just pull it slowly. But so yeah. Oh, great. All right. That one's like peeling off, but oh well. All right, so that's it for the Magic Dial Fighter for now. So next is the Trigger Machine Splash. You can tell from the name Splash, it is a fire truck. And of course, it's Trigger Machine number 6. It's supposed to, it does belong to the Patrangers from the looks of it, but the Lupinranger stole it. Just stolen it. So now this is being used by the Lupinrangers. So yeah. You can see we got this little adapter piece, which that'll come into play when we get to the combination between, one of them involves Lupinraiser. So yeah, but they can plug on the top of the fire nozzle. So yeah, pretty neat. What it could do, well, for the attack mode, is basically just lift this up and that's it. Basically, it's got a fire extinguisher in there. So yeah, and of course, one other feature you can do is you can extend the ladder portion. So yeah, that's neat. Now you may notice, yes, the fire extinguisher does come in loose. It is a loose connection, but that's that's actually intentional. So don't worry about that being a quality control or a quality control issue. So don't worry about that. Again, it's meant to be loose. So don't worry. So yeah. All right, so that's it for the Trigger Machine Splash on its own. Now let's bring in Lupinraiser Magic and zoom out a bit. All right, let's go ahead and remove the magic head, Lupinraiser Magic Head. Go and fold this up like this, and then plug this back in. There we go. Let's get the turbines all set up. All right, and now we're gonna remove the blue dial fighter. So, all right, set this off the side. All right, so for this, a little bit. All right. So I'm just going to remove the adapter piece and go and remove the fire extinguisher. And I'm just going to set this up first. So we're going to extend this and then bend it. And if you want to, you can extend the ladder. So if you want to, set it off the side. Now we take the fire extinguisher and we go ahead and fold this down. And swing will become the head up. Now the system here. There's just this little adapter piece I'm talking about. Now the reason why that is because if you want to give this this configuration neck articulation, then this is a good reason why you could do that. So plug the adapter on, and plug the face on, and then plug the top on. So just like that. So now it has a neck. So yeah, it's pretty neat. And take these panels out, which you have to pry them out. Now, on the deluxe version, the DX Trigger Machine Splash, these panels right here will actually be on a hinge, so you can fold them out like this. But for the Minipla version, you just have to pull them out and peg them on. So just like that. All right. So that is that. Now let's bring in what was the Lupinraiser Magic, and go ahead and plug in the Trigger Machine Splash on there, and then plug on the chest and head, and make sure that's flush. And there you have Lupinraiser Splash Magic. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Not too bad. Well, and I can understand why people don't like the show right now because of the Lupinrangers are taking all the mecha from the Patrangers, which I can understand that. but that's kind of the gist. That's kind of the catch of the show is that the Lupinrangers are the main team in the first place, and they're literally stealing the show. So yeah, we could put it at that. So, however, if you want to make Siren Patranger, Patranger Splash. Okay, if you want to make Patranger Splash, just go ahead and fold those leg panels up, remove the Magic Dial Fighter, and let's bring in Trigger Machine Nego. Just get this ready to go. There you go. You got Siren. You got you got Patranger Splash. So yeah, there you go. All right, so that's it for the Trigger Machine Splash. Let's move on to the next mecha. All right, so here's the main robo of the Minipla set. The Lupin Magnum. So this is considered from the Lupinrangers as the ultimate piece of the Lupin collection. Rightfully so. And there's a plane going by. As you can see, it is a Magnum, a new gun that Lupin Red normally uses. Of course, we got the dial in the back. You can see we got the Kaito V emblem on there. We got this nice sticker on the handle. And of course, if you're a kid, you can hold this with no problem. But for me, as a big guy, I can hold it with 2 fingers. So yeah. And you can see that's the one little nitpick I have with this thing is that there's like a hollowed out side of the handle, but I can look past that. So yeah. Now with that out of the way, let's get into the transformation. So we're gonna turn the dial like this, which of course you don't have to, but on the deluxe version you have to do that. So dial rise. Now from here we're gonna unpeg the arms, just like that, and go ahead and bring down the legs. Well, actually split the legs first because the crotch plate is actually inside the barrel. Now, unlike the deluxe version, it looks like this with the crotch plate facing up like this, and then close them up like that, which of course that's with the deluxe version. Like you have to, when you pull the trigger, the legs go down first, and then you have to swing out the arms, and then the crotch plate, like that. So, yeah, and of course I did show you the transformations. So yeah, so you have Lupin Magnum Robo Mode. So yeah, he's just mainly red with some nice metallic green and some gold stickers. So yeah. Now the head design looks pretty neat. If I get a zoom on it, you see the head does look pretty neat. I do love the whole thief mask vibe going on because that's what the Lupinrangers are. They're thieves. So yeah. Yeah, pretty neat. Pretty nice little stickers. Oh, sorry, my hand's in the way. So yeah. Alright, articulation on this guy. Head's on a ball joint. Swivel at the shoulders. They can swing out to the side. No wrist articulation, no torso. But there's leg articulation, but it's a bit limited. So yeah, and of course there's no knee, sadly. But there's ankles right here. So they're on a ball joint as well. So yeah. Now one last thing that Lupin Magnum can do on its own. You can actually fold back the arms, and then take the blue and yellow dial fighters, and you can create Lupin Magnum Superior. So yeah, it's basically just Lupin Magnum with 2 dial fighters attached to it. So yeah, this is a confirmed configuration, an official one. So yeah, and of course articulation is the same, but yeah. So yeah, that's the articulation. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for the Lupin Magnum, and of course the Robo Mode as well. So yeah, so on to the next mecha. Okay, so next is the Siren Striker, which is the final trigger machine to come. Which is the final trigger machine, and of course you can tell this is number 7. So yeah, you can see it is a tank, obviously, with a big cannon and 2 side cannons on the side. Of course, we got the S emblem. I think it's the Keisatsu. I think it's the Keisatsu S emblem. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. We can see it is mainly navy blue with some red and some gold stickers. So yeah, and of course for the attack mode, you extend the front, flip out the cannon, actually flip up these other cannons as well, and then flip out these forklift looking things. And basically what they do is they lift enemies up in the air. So that's what they do. So yeah, that's that. Alright, now we're going to bring in Lupin Kaiser Splash Magic. Actually, whoops, I forgot to pull these panels down. My bad. Alright, so we got Lupin Kaiser Splash Magic. Now I might as well go ahead and prep this up. So I might as well go ahead and remove the adapter. Go ahead and put this on. And put the top on. Oops. Alright, go ahead and put these panels, these chest panels in. Okay, stay there. Nice. Okay, just push those in. Fold that. Fold that in. Okay. So that's that. And we can go ahead and just clip this up right here. I must go ahead and straighten. I must go ahead and just collapse the arm in. That way it keeps the fire extinguisher in place. So yeah. Okay, let's make sure this fits. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, sorry, I had to get this whole fire extinguisher thing going. So, okay, so that's that. All right, and just set that off the side. Okay, so let's bring in the Siren Striker. Mainly, make sure you flip these panels out, and then from here we can fold this down. Flip out the tank treads. Flip up the cannon. And there's actually two pegs in here, the two holes right here. There's one up there, one in the bottom. You're going to use the top one. Because the bottom one, that's only if you're going to attach it as an arm, if you wish. But officially, it's for the chest and head. So basically, you're going to use this hole right there. So plug that on like that. And there you have Siren Lupin Kaiser. Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's okay. I mean, it's still kind of weird they have to use them, even if the Lupinrangers are, again, they're still in the shell. But hey, again, with the toys, you can actually make Siren Pack Kaiser, which is what it's supposed to be. So go ahead and fold those panels up, fold those back down, remove this, and I think, since we're gonna use the trigger machine crane, just for the heck of it, because they're both the same mold, and they're actually numerical order, so 5, 6, 7, which again makes sense. So yeah, you can make Siren Pack Kaiser. So yeah, I know it's not official yet, but with the toys you can actually do something like this. So yeah, that's pretty neat. So on to the last mecha. All right. On to the last mecha of the Minipla set, it's the Victory Striker. You can see this is the so just like with the Siren Striker, which was the final trigger machine, this is the final dial fighter. So yeah. You can see is a jumbo jet, as you can tell, not a passenger airliner, not a cargo jet, which it might be a cargo jet, really, or a jumbo jet. I don't know. I mean, it's not a passenger jet, so. You can see it's mainly black with some red and got some orange accents on there. Of course, we got some marigold colored pieces. We got the engines, we got the dial, and we got this right there, which will come into play later. So yeah. So for the attack mode, all you have to do is just open up the front. That's all you have to do. And basically reveals a cannon. And also in the shell, the Victory Striker actually stores the Siren Striker in here, so which is actually pretty interesting. So yeah. So yeah. So that's pretty much all it can do on its own. Now we can bring in Lupin Kaiser. Well, the Lupin Kaiser body, I should say. And what you have to do is basically fold that down, open up the chest, and also take the back part and put it on top, like that. Just make sure that this little marigold piece is facing towards you. And it just got stuck there. And go ahead and plug it on top. There we go. And there you have Victory Lupin Kaiser. And yeah, it's pretty neat. I'd say it's actually my favorite over the Siren one. Not to say the Siren one was actually bad or anything like that. I mean, I'm gonna say this is my favorite. It's my favorite out of the two. So, yeah. And let's take a look at the head design, or just the head sticker rather. You can see it kind of has like a pilot's hat on there, and of course we got the more extravagant looking mask, which again very neat. So yeah, pretty neat. Nothing too crazy. So yeah, articulation, it's actually going to be a bit limited because of the wings on the front. So basically, this will limit the Magic Dial Fighter if you're gonna move this forward. But they could, well, actually, oh great, this one's tight. You can say there is shoulder articulation, but it's just on mine. This thing's like real tight. So yeah. But of course, this can swing out to the side. The Trigger Machine Splash can swing out to the side. This could go forward a little bit. So yeah. Of course. All right. So yeah. Now, if you want, you can actually make a true Lupin Kaiser, a true victory Lupin Kaiser by removing this. And now, for me, I like to make this the left arm, or I just say no. This was the left arm. Okay, this is the right arm. Okay, so remove this hand, and then put in the let's put in the right hand like that. So plug that onto the side. And then I'm going to bring in the scissor dial fighter like that. And this is how I like to, and this is how I create Victory Lupin Kaiser, having the Magic Dial Fighter and the Scissor Dial Fighter by keeping the Blade Dial Fighter on the front. So, and with the wings here, I just like to fold them out to make like a V. So yeah, V for victory. So yeah. So this is basically how I display Victory Lupin Kaiser. Just put the Magic Dial Fighter as a right arm, and then put the Scissor Dial Fighter as a right arm. A left arm, sadly. Okay. I'm messing up the arms, so yeah. So yeah. I think that's pretty much it for the mecha of the set. So overall, this set of Minipla figures is pretty good. Which again, we got the Magic Dial Fighter, Victory Striker, Lupin Magnum, Trigger Machine Splash, and Siren Striker. So yeah, they're all pretty cool. And I guess we got all the mecha here. We got the Dial Fighters, we got the Trigger Machines, we got the X Trains, and in between the Lupin Magnum. And of course, I'm considering the oddball of the group because, of course, he's not a vehicle. He just becomes a gun. So yeah. So yeah, and of course I don't have the Jackpot Striker here, which if I do have the Jackpot Striker, I could have put like in the middle, but oh well. I mean, again, it's an optional mecha because, you know, it was a movie exclusive mecha, so yeah. So yeah, if you don't like how the show is going because of all the Lupin Rangers are like stealing all the Patrangers mecha so far, you can recreate, you know, my version of the Victory Lupin Kaiser configuration, which I've shown here. Or you could create Siren Pat Kaiser instead of Siren Lupin Kaiser like this, if you wish. So yeah, you can say the toys give you a lot more freedom than the show does. So yeah, which is actually the charm of these, which is the charm of the mecha line. So yeah. So yeah, I do love the concept of the show. I mean, cops versus robbers, which is actually pretty cool. And I do like how the Lupin Rangers have their own mecha line, which is the Dial Fighters, and I like how the Patrangers have their own mecha, which are the Trigger Machines. So yeah, it's pretty, which is actually pretty cool. And of course, I like how Lupin X or Patron X gets his own mecha, which are trains. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. So yeah. That's pretty much all I got to say about the mecha line. It's pretty interesting. So it was actually pretty interesting. So yeah. So thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, you can hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon next to it. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, or you can like my Facebook page, the links are down below. So I will catch you next time, and I'm going to say adieu.